Hi there, everyone. This is Doc2K7, aka Solid Sky Chaser. Hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday and whatnot. Yes, I'm coming back with some big news and whatnot. You know me. So, Dr. Anthony Fauci has decided for some goddamn reason, decided to get triggered over college football fans packing stadiums. You know, the college football season is back in, and everybody wants to see their team, want to represent their team colors and whatnot. But Dr. Fauci, he seems like he's in fucking panic mode. Like, oh my God, won't someone think of the children or some shit like that. I'm gonna tell you, which we all know is bullshit, and also he's the last motherfucker to talk about this shit, about this whole thing. Let me read this. I'm reading this from Outkick, the cover by my boy Bobby Barack, putting in that motherfucking work. Real motherfucker. Fauci on college football fans packing stadiums. I don't think it's smart. CNN ignored the Wuhan lab documents that show that Dr. Fauci lied about gain and function research and instead asked him on Tuesday about his thoughts on fans attending college football games. Of course, well, no fucking surprise. Of course, CNN will ignore that. We ignore the Wuhan lab documents show that Dr. Fauci fucking lied because it doesn't fit their narrative. And yet they have the nerve to call themselves the world's most trusted news. That's grounds for goddamn lawsuits on that one, because these motherfuckers can't tell a fucking truth to save their own fucking lives. But I digress. Fauci disapproved for the college football fans who care what he said. How many of those came to be? Pretty much none, because nobody likes this motherfucker anyway. I don't think it's smart, Fauci said when shown photos of fans joyfully cheering with their teams. Outdoors is always better than indoors, but even when you have such a congregate setting of people close together. Here's what is going on. Full stadiums across this country, in both red and blue states, signaled an end to another part of the pandemic. Skeptics view packed stadiums as one of the final steps of normalcy, and Americans took that step this weekend. We will see how long our leaders will allow it to last. The photos also speak louder than experts and anchors on TV. Witnessing college football fans cheer, boo, dance, sing, and whatever else they do is persuasive. It erases some of the fears hesitant fans may still have. And there's also a couple of fuck Joe Biden chants. So that's shouldn't. I'm not really too surprised. I would too, but that's just me. Furthermore, fans across the country, those who feel they are at mild risk, so that they were over COVID restrictions. COVID isn't going away, but Americans will gradually realize that they can resume their lives anyway. Some were there a year ago. Others will get there for another year. That's up to them and their vulnerability to the virus. Adults can decide when the time is right for them, but based on week 1 of college football season, a significant number has reached to that point. That is all threatening to people in charge of or benefiting the COVID messaging. Fauci is the leader of the latter group. For as you can see, the more Americans ignore Dr. Fauci, the less power he fucking wields. And college football fans are already starting to ignore them. And I don't fucking blame them. And honestly, it's funny. It's really motherfucking funny from Dr. Fauci of all people. He said that he can say that it's not smart to have fans be in packed college football stadiums, but yet you would not hear a fucking peep from his ass about the Black Lives Matter protests and riots that went down last year, Obama's birthday party, the fleeing Texas Democrats, Lollapalooza, all that. Those 4 things I listed. All these 4, he didn't say a peep, but yet he'll say something. But yet he said that the Fauci Motorcycle Club want to hold a party, and the college football, that's a big no-no. Man, get the fuck out of here. Man, get the fuck out of here, Dr. Fauci. And also, I remember that when he talked to Rand Paul and said it was asking these questions and say that about the yeah, remember, and also here's the thing. Remember back in July when Fauci claimed during the Senate in Senate with Senator Rand Paul that he didn't fund, it wasn't connected to any funding regarding gain of function research in relation to the lab at Wuhan, and he came out here to try to act all Billy Badass, saying you don't know what you talking about. Well, about that, a new FOIA reveals that Fauci's agency funded a pathogen enhancement at the Wuhan lab. The materials confirms the grant supported the construction in Wuhan of novel Semitic SARS-related coronaviruses that combine a spike gene for one coronavirus with genetic information from another coronavirus. It confirmed the resulting viruses could infect human cells. The documents made it clear that assertions by NIH Director Francis Collins and the NIAID Director Dr. Anthony Fauci that the NIH did not support gain of function research or potential pandemic pathogen enhancement with WIV are unfucking truthful. So this motherfucker straight up goddamn lied. And you know the old saying, Fauci lied. When Fauci lied, you know the rest. You know the fucking rest. You know the fucking rest. I mean, I'm not even too surprised. I'm not even fucking surprised. It proved his lie. In fact, you know what? I feel generous today because it is beautiful today. I'll read you about him. New documents show that Dr. Fauci has been keeping us from the truth. Sure. Dr. Anthony Fauci has lost his halo. For more than a year, the media has hailed our kindly scientist's grandfather as some kind of an infallible holy figure. But new reports cast doubt on Fauci's assertions that no U.S. money went to gain-of-function research, where scientists manipulate viruses, often make them more transmittable to study their effects and develop treatment. Records acquired by The Intercept details grants that the U.S. government of scientific agencies gave to the outfit called EcoHealth Alliance, which funneled some of that money to research in the Wuhan Institute of Virology in China. One clause in that contract said that prior to altering mutated viruses, the NIAID needed a detailed description of the proposed changes. Work on coronavirus must be submitted by NIAID for review and approval. The NIAID is the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, in which Anthony Fauci is the director. In May, Fauci insists that the U.S. has not ever and does not now fund gain of function research in the Wuhan in the WIOV. Perhaps he defines gain of function so narrowly that altering mutated viruses does count. But Senator Rand Paul, a Republican out of Kentucky, certainly doesn't, tweeting, surprise, surprise, Fauci lied again. Fauci's coziness with Wuhan lab associates has left him compromised again and again. After the COVID outbreak, Peter Daskin, president of EcoHealth, scrambled to get scientists, including Fauci, to publicly denounce the idea that the virus leaked from the lab Wuhan. Daskin's effort paid off when Facebook and other social media sites censored any allegations against the lab was false. Eventually, the lab leak theory became too likely to ignore, but at that point, months later, China has destroyed most of the evidence and thought it turned international disgrace. Fauci has been independent to knowing the true story of the COVID-19. It's obvious he prioritized funding and research over accountability. Congress should call Fauci on the carpet and explain under oath exactly what he knows about EcoHealth in Wuhan. And then, as we said before, he needs to go. He undermined the trust needed to successfully fight the pandemic. A vaccinated society needs to move on, and it needs to know the truth. So basically, Fauci and his group had managed to work with the WIVA, and then when the COVID virus Peter Jackson, who was the president of EcoHealth, scrambled to get all the scientists, including Dr. Fauci, to publicly denounce the idea that the virus was leaked from the Wuhan lab. So basically, they knew what the fuck happened, yet they scrambled to destroy the truth. And YouTube and social media networks like Facebook, Twitter, and everyone else, they tried to censor any accusations against this as false. Man, fuck you, Dr. Fauci. Fuck you, you son of a bitch. People actually died from this shit, and instead, you have the nerve to try to act like, oh well, act like you man, get the fuck out of here. You was in on this shit, Merle. You was in on this. So and I don't blame people, and I don't blame college people, and everyone don't want to listen to your ass because you're dirty like everybody else. You ain't shit, man. You ain't fucking shit. And I hope you have something coming at you, and I hope something comes at you, because you know the old saying, God don't like ugly. But anywho, that's just my 2 cents the whole day. I'll leave the 2 articles in this video so you can take a look at it. But I would like to know what your 2 cents on this whole thing. As always, be sure to leave a comment, like this video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you don't miss another update. Share with your friends, share with your neighbors, share with your significant others, and that's about it. Until next time, this is DarkShadow2K7, aka Sonic Sky Sazer, and I will see y'all again real soon in the next video. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to watch this. It really means a lot, and I hope I'll see you again. God bless you all. And fuck you, Dr. Fauci.